Hello, friends. Good afternoon. I am Pratishtha Nagne, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, Dada Patil Mahavidyalaya, Karjat District, Ahmednagar. So today we are going to dealing with the topic algae from Credit 1 BSc first in subject Botany. In this topic algae, we are going to dealing with firstly the general characters of algae. The organization of cell in alga, it is particularly eukaryotic in nature. That is, they are produced a well-developed nucleus in them. The thallus, the plant body produces thallus. Thallus, it is the structure in which the plant body cannot be divided into root, stem and leaf. At that time, we can call it as a thallus structure. As the algal members and the algal members are photosynthetic in nature due to presence of chlorophyll pigment, that is green pigment in them, including chlorophyll A and B. Xanthophyll and carotene pigments are responsible for the photosynthesis, so they are primary producers on the earth. The organization of cell, it may be a unicellular or multicellular, and due to that they are produces a diversity in their structure, characters, habitat, and such that they are may be a unicellular. They are frequently uh, found into the water condition. They are particularly aquatic. They may be a freshwater or marine water alga. They are especially phytoplanktons, diatoms, Euglena, Chlamydomonas, which are unicellular. In them, there may be a forming a flagellated or non-flagellated. And in multicellular alga, they may be a filamentous, may be a branched or unbranched. And they may be a found of flagellas or non-flagellated structures. Subdivision algae. It is a diversified subdivision which contain a variety of algal members. The algal members, they are unicellular or multicellular. When they are unicellular, the examples are Pinularia and Euglena. In them, it may be a unicellular, but it may be a without flagella and with flagella. Flagellated or non-flagellated. Flagella, it is a structure meant for the locomotion of the alga, and so they may be a motile or non-motile. Example for the non-motile or non-flagellated unicellular alga is Pinularia, while the flagellated unicellular alga, it is Euglena. Unicellular flagellated alga, that is biflagellated structure, which is found into the Chlamydomonas. It is again a unicellular. The characteristic feature of Chlamydomonas, it is having a cup-shaped chloroplast in them. Some of the algae, they are single, or some of them are colonial. Colonial, that is number of group of organism grouped together into a colony, and that is called as colonial alga. Example, volvox and nostoc. Here the colony of volvox, they contain a flagellated structure, and due to that the whole colony or get moved from one place to another by these locomotory organ called as flagella. The nostoc ball, which is again a colonial, they are having a thread-like structure called as nostoc alga. They are produced inside them, and due to that, the thallus, which is a colony of nostoc, it is called as nostoc ball. They are unbranched filamental structure in nostoc. They comprises under the blue-green alga, commonly called as BGA or cyanobacteria. The unbranched algae, that is the end-to-end arrangement of cell which formed a thread-like elongated structure, and they are called as unbranched algae. In them, the example, it may be a Spirogyra and Zygnema. The Spirogyra, as the name indicates, they contain the chloroplast which is are of spirally coiled inside the thallus, while the Zygnema, it is having a the zygnema, it is having two chloroplasts in each cell, and they produces the star-shaped chloroplast in them, and example it is zygnema. Filamentous branched alga are also there, that is branching which may produces a bushy-like structure in them. They produces the example such as cladophora and heterodictyon, which produces filamentous and branched thallus in some alga. Here, the Cara, it is another example for filamentous branched alga in which Cara and Nightella, they are morphologically identical, but on their reproductive structure such as globule and nucleus, their position, they are differentiated into different genus, that is Cara and Nightella. In them, reproduction, it is the formation of reproduction in these alga are of two types particularly. They may be reproduces by asexually and sexual type of method. Then the asexual reproduction takes place due to the fragmentation. It is also called as vegetative type of reproduction. Due to any mechanical injury occurs breakdown of thallus, each single piece, each small piece having the capacity to develop into a whole plant, and that type of reproduction, asexual type of reproduction, it is called as fragmentation, while the asexual reproduction also takes place by the spore formation. The spores are formed into the unfavorable conditions, and these unfavorable conditions gives each and every cell, due to contraction or loss of water, they are contracts, and due to that there may be a formed over to the cell wall. It may be a thick or thin over to the spore due to the unfavorable condition, and that type of spores, it is found like that of fungi, and they may be reproduced by the mitosis, binary fission like that of bacteria, and sexual type of reproduction which will be caused due to the fusion of gamete, zygote formation, and zygote, it is always diploid in nature, and this type of reproduction, the zygote which is having a covering over them, which are having the diploid or two sets of chromosomes in them, they produces the spore that is called as zygospore. And this type of spore, when condition of environment returns to the favorable, at that time this zygote germinate to form a new plant body, and this is called as sexual type of reproduction. The all the alga which may produces alteration of alternation of generation, that is each algae, they produces the gamete, that is gametophytic phase, and sporophytic phase. Both are interdependence and may change from gametophytic to sporophytic and sporophytic to gametophytic. This type of alternation of generation is found in all types of alga. Due to the characteristic feature, as they are produces a variety of color, that is chrome, due to colored plastids, they are differentiated into variety of colored type of alga. So today we are focusing from the class Chlorophyceae, the member that is Spirogyra. Spirogyra, it is also called as pond scum, as it is mucilaginous in nature. It is slimy to touch. It is found in variety of thallus. They are colonial. They are from a bunch or a group of thallus together. They are freshwater particularly. They are filamentous. genus Spirogyra. The Spirogyra, it is comprises from the division Thallophyta, class Chlorophyceae, as it contains chlorophyll A, B, carotene and xanthophyll in abundance. So it is comprises under the class Chlorophyceae. Order Zygnematales, family Zygnemataceae and the genus Spirogyra. The Spirogyra, it is a filamentous alga found into the fresh water. It measures about 10 to 100 micrometer in width. It grows in fresh water as free floating accumulated and thus generally it is called as pond scum. It is accomplished of both sexual and asexual type of reproduction. The Spirogyra is having a thallus which is unbranched, cylindrical cells connected end to end arrangement, and this is a filamentous unbranched thallus structure of Spirogyra. The individual cell is cylindrical, much longer than the broad. The end cell, which is called as the lower basal cell, which attached to the substratum with the basal cell, and it is called as hold fast cell. It is helps in attachment to the substratum. Spirogyra is green alga belonging to the class Chlorophyceae. The genus Spirogyra comprises more than 300 species and most of them are free-floating alga. However, some of the species of the genus Spirogyra, like that of Spirogyra rhizopus and Spirogyra dubia, etc., are found attached to the substratum by the basal cell called as holdfast. They are commonly found in floating condition, particularly found in freshwater resources such as ponds, lakes, ditches, etc. They are found in slow running water stream like that of river. The thallus of Spirogyra. Structure of Spirogyra thallus. It produces end-to-end arrangement. It is also called as head-to-head arrangement. As we know that this each cell of Spirogyra, it is rectangular in shape. It is circular in appearance. They are attached with one another by a end-to-end arrangement, and thus it found a unbranched filamentous algae. It is having a long thread-like structure. They are found in colonies. Each Spirogyra thread, it produces a cell end-to-end arrangement, and this cell, it is rectangular in shape. The thallus of the cell of Spirogyra, it is lined by two membrane cell wall. Outer cell wall, it is pectin in nature, while inner cell wall, it is cellulosic. Over to the outer cell wall, it will produce a mucilaginous sheath over it, and due to that, it is slimy to touch. This Spirogyra, it is produces the thallus in which the spirally, the characteristic feature of Spirogyra and the name given to this genus Spirogyra due to its spirally coiled structure of chloroplast. The chloroplast, it is present over to the periphery structure as there is a production of centrally placed well distinctive nucleus to the center. The cytoplasm, it is present toward the periphery of the cell due to the presence of centrally placed enlarged vacuole, and vacuole stores the fluid. It is also containing the large amount of water in it. Over to the chloroplast, they produces a distinctive spherical pyrenoids on them, and these pyrenoids are essential for the storage of starch. Here we conclude our lecture by the topic Spirogyra. Spirogyra, it is comprises under the kingdom Plantae, subkingdom Cryptogams, division Thallophyta, subdivision Alga, and they are autotrophic in nature, they are photosynthetic, they are primary producers onto the earth, they are eukaryotic in nature, they produces large variety in their habitat and habit structure. Chlorophysian member, that is Spirogyra, which is a freshwater alga. It is a free floating alga. In some of the species of Spirogyra, it may be attached to the substratum. Lower basal cell, it is called as holdfast. With the help of these holdfast, it is attached to the substratum, and there are only few species of Spirogyra which is attached to the substratum. Rest of the or majority of the species of Spirogyra, they are free floating, freshwater, and they produces an branched filamentous structure end to end arrangement of Spirogyra. So here we stop. Thank you.